Hey, you guys, my name is Carolyn. I'm the owner of Funky and Bold. I am coming to you completely jacked, no makeup, no nothing, to tell you that I'm starting a video series to upgrade my life based on the premise that I simply tell myself I can. I'm going to achieve things just because I believe that I can. And it may sound like really, really simple and like, okay, big deal. But people are in the mindset that it's okay to put your mind to something like, how am I going to get this money for these Jordans? How am I going to get this money for these concert tickets? How am I going to get, an extra $200 to get, this leather jacket or purse or whatever? But they don't really upscale their life. Like, how am I going to buy this house? How am I going to get in this better neighborhood? How am I going to get this man? How am I going to get this partner? You know what I mean? How am I going to get the partner that I want? And a lot of times people just go without to get the thing that they want, or they just don't get it at all. Like, so I want to buy this purse. Well, I guess I won't pay my car insurance. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That kind of thing. Or they just tell themselves, well, I can't have this man, so I'll settle for this man. You know what I mean? And I'm making this video series because you are a sleeping giant. You have no idea the kind of power that you have. And I say that to say that the way you probably grew up, in the environment that you grew up in, you had to be resilient, resourceful, and 100% independent. Like, you come from a family where your family loves you, right? You're not just like from like the gutter where nobody loved you, okay? And nobody cared what you did. You probably went to college, you probably graduated from college, but ultimately you don't have the life that you want, but you have all these tools, okay, that will get you there. And what you've been fed is rich people and wealthy people get ahead because they have all these they have all these resources like nepo babies and whatever. They have all this help, right? Or you get that rare story where people come from nothing, right? They just come from nothing. They don't come from jack, and they just pull themselves up from their bootstraps and they get there. And that's that Hollywood story that everybody loves. And I love the story too, right? Because it's amazing. But you can have what you want because you've gotten where you are with no help. But you have enough support to where you do love yourself, but you just been getting the wrong messages. You've been getting the wrong messages, right? When you fail, you blame yourself, but you've been out here figuring this world out since you was like at least 14 years old. You didn't have a bunch of guidance. You going off of what you learned, okay? And because you've been doing it yourself, you hold yourself responsible. But if you tried to say you tried to get a better job, you telling yourself, well, I don't have what it takes to get that job. You know what I mean? And you like, well, I don't want to go in there and be a straight up liar. I know I don't have all these qualifications, but you don't know that people are going for those jobs without all those qualifications and getting those jobs without all those qualifications. You know what I mean? They learn as they go. So it's like, once you tell yourself you can do something, the way to do it presents itself. information, when you tell yourself you can't do something, when you start going on that path, you start meeting people and picking up information and all these resources and stuff that makes it possible for you to do it. You just have to have the courage to try and the faith to know that you're going to get it. Believe me, I know what it's like. You have all this potential, but then you have people heaping information up on you. Well, you got bad credit, so you can't have this, that, and the third. But that don't mean that you can't get an apartment. That means you may have a problem buying a house, but it's not impossible. You have a lot of negative messages coming at you, right? You have a ton of negative messages coming at you and making you just disqualify yourself from even trying. You have people that's telling you what stuff is supposed to look like, and they ain't tried to do anything you talking about. You may tell yourself, you know what? I want to be a princess one day. I want to marry a man who, is a duke or a prince or whatever. And somebody will tell you, you don't have what it takes to be a princess. Look how you carry yourself. Look how you talk. Look where you from. What the hell do they know? They could barely keep a steady boyfriend. What they know is what they see on television. You'd be surprised how people's references just be some nonsense. They ain't read a book. They ain't talked to a soul. What they know? They don't know anything about what it is that you want. They don't know how to get what you want. They sitting 6 and 7 hours in front of television, day in and day out, month after month, year after year. What the hell do they know about improving anything? And this is what I want to show you. I want to show you that you can come from anywhere. You don't have to come from the bottom. God bless everybody that come from the bottom that's trying to make it. But you can have parents that love you. You can have wonderful Christmas memories. You can have an education. You can even have a decent paying job. But if your life is straight up mediocre, you're not happy, you still got the potential, but you don't know where to start, or you've just been beaten down by life so much that the spark that you did have is now crushed. You would have never called yourself fat before. Now you running around calling yourself a fat ass. You'd have never said you was lazy before, but now you think you're not going to the gym because you lazy. That's not true, by the way. Laziness ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't it. But you talk so badly about yourself, you would have never talked like that 5, 10, 15 years ago. Ever, 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 ever. You'd have never said that about yourself. Now you just talk like that about yourself like it's just a fact. No. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Because I've been there. I have been there. I've been smart my entire life. I've been a good person my entire life. People have loved me my entire life. I have an awesome reputation. People, when you say my name, if they not a straight up hater, they love me. And even my haters know I'm a good person. I don't lie. You know what I mean? I keep it 100 with people. Can't nobody say I'm a phony. Can't nobody say any of that nonsense about me. They could say a lot of things, but they ain't gonna never say that I've been inauthentic. I've been a genuine person my entire life. I done kept it real with everybody. And I have been there. I have been there. I'm telling you, based on purely because I decided that I can have what I want, I'm going to go out there and get what I want. Trust me, it's people out there that, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, because if you come across my path on this journey and you talking that crazy shit, I'm putting it on here, because if I'm dealing with it, one of y'all dealing with it too. I'm be like, this is what they said to me when they straight up said this to me. This is what they said. And I'm not going to be making it up. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'll be like, I was sitting there. I turned, and there she was. You got a lot of nerve telling me. That's what she said. I ain't pulling no punches. I ain't going to be over dramatic. I'm going to keep it 100% with you as to what I encounter when I decide that I'm already a trip. I'm already a mess. I'm already a mess. If you know me, you know I'm already a mess out here. So don't give me no fuel to this fire, baby, because I'm going to tell you. You'll be like, I know she was going to. Yeah, I'm going to tell it. What you doing for? You ain't want nobody to know. You was proud when you did it. You ain't like you want nobody to know what time it is. I'm telling it. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what you can get when you just decide, this is it. Because you're resilient enough to deal with all kinds of stuff. You done lived in your city without getting kidnapped, without getting raped, without getting mugged. You ain't nobody hold you hostage. You ain't kidnapped. You know what I mean? You done see, and if you live in a city like I live in a city, you know the mayor just as good as you know a killer. You be like, yeah, I know the good and the bad out here. I just do me. You just out here living. You know, if you have what it takes to survive, you have what it takes to thrive. You have what it takes. If you clever enough to stay out of somebody's trunk, if you clever enough to slip out of a bad date, then you clever enough to make it, baby. You clever enough to make it. Yes, you are. You are not trapped. You are not trapped. The things that you thinking, somebody else out there thinking. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what happened when you decide you going to do it. And I'll see you in the next video.